Look at this, the classic belly rub, the long stroke down the back. It's how we show affection to the animals in our homes. If we freeze right here, look at the eyes, the tension. This cat is entering negative arousal, a physiological stress response triggered by the very contact we think is affectionate. Dr. Finka, a cat behavioral expert, notes that felines are not naturally social or tactile creatures. Evolution hasn't wired them for the same physical intimacy we expect. Most cats endure our clumsy primate-style handling because we provide the food, treats, and shelter. They are tolerating us in exchange for resources. What looks like a moment of deep emotional connection is often just a transactional truce. The cat is simply waiting for the interaction to end. We make these mistakes because we treat cats like small dogs or humans. We project our own physical habits onto a distinct biological system. Take the belly. When a cat rolls over and exposes its underside, it is signaling trust. However, reaching in to rub that fur often causes an immediate defensive reaction. This schematic explains the reaction. A cat's vital organs sit right beneath a thin layer of skin and muscle near the navel. Touching this area feels like a direct threat to the animal's survival. Then there's the long, sweeping stroke down the lower back, ending at the tail's base. Behavioral data shows this spot produces the highest recorded negative responses. It's a neurological hotspot, easily overstimulated by friction. Human instinct drives us to touch the exact areas of a cat's body that are the most biologically vulnerable and easily overwhelmed. Negative arousal manifests through subtle physical cues that we frequently overlook. Warnings appear on the face first. Watch for sharp head turns toward your hand, frequent nose licking, or ears that rotate backward and flatten. As the stress increases, the cat might freeze in place, thrash its tail horizontally, or the skin along its back may visibly twitch and ripple. Avoiding these responses requires sticking to specific safe zones. For most cats, physical contact is only welcome on the face, specifically the cheeks, the base of the ears, and under the chin. These regions contain high concentrations of scent glands. Cats use these nodes to mark their territory, and stimulating them produces a biologically rewarding sensation. When these glands are petted correctly, you'll see purring, kneading with the paws, and a slow, gentle tail wave. Building a real bond requires identifying these physical signals rather than imposing our own tactile habits on them. Researchers have standardized this interaction into a framework called C.A.T. It acts as a protocol for respectful interspecies contact. The C stands for choice and control. Offer a hand and let the cat close the distance. If the cat makes the first physical contact, they have consented to the interaction. If they stay back, let them be. Control also means pausing every 3 to 5 seconds. If the cat rubs against you to request more, continue. If not, the session is over. A is for attention. This requires monitoring the cat's body for those stress signals, like a sudden freeze or a rippling back. Finally, T is for think. You must consciously restrict your movements to the scent gland zones on the face and avoid the vulnerable areas of the body. Respecting these biological boundaries allows a pet to move past food-motivated tolerance and experience genuine mutual relaxation.